Good morning. I am in Oslo. I arrived yesterday by bus. It was a 4.5 hour journey from the south of Norway. And when I arrived, I went to my favorite place to grab something to eat. It's called Beat. They have an amazing salad bar and some wonderful pastry. I got the salad yesterday. I didn't get any pastry. Maybe when I go home because I always buy something for my boys. After lunch, I went to the hotel and I just asked because I was so early, I asked if I was allowed to check in this early, and they said, yes, your room is ready, so just go ahead and check in. I went up to the room and I thought, I'm just gonna take a little nap. This nap lasted for 3 hours. I slept so good. I think I needed it. After that, I went out to the city and did a little walk. And honestly, it's a bit overwhelming and it's really sensory overload as I'm not used to all of this noise. I am trying to practice this traveling solo, traveling alone without my husband. He's my comfort, I think. And yesterday I was thinking, I was really overwhelmed, to be honest. And I called him a couple of times just to check in and just to get some confirmation. It's kind of difficult for me and I don't know why. I just get this feeling and I can't seem to shake it. I think I have to do this more because I really want to travel more solo. That's been a goal for me. I love to travel. So when you get children, you get married, I think the period you are so busy with that, I just forgot myself a little bit. Now I'm able to do these things and then I want to take advantage of that. So I don't want the fear to stop me from doing what I really want to do. I chose to go to Oslo because it's a safe town for me. It's a safe place to go to. I used to live here. I lived here for 3 years. I actually bought my first apartment in this city. So it's well known to me. I know the streets. No, I don't know the streets anymore because it's 25 years ago and a lot have changed. I have not been to my apartment since I think 2010 or something. I lived there for 3 years. During those 3 years, I was working in the other part of the city. So I did this walk from my apartment and down to the city center to take the train to my job. When I was going home, I also did this. And it's from the city center and to my apartment, it's just upwards. I am starting the climb. I definitely don't think this is the street I was walking 25 years ago. So I thought today I'm going to do this walk through the city and up to my apartment because I'm so curious about how the city has changed because it's massive changes since 2005 when I moved away. And the building of this area is insane. I will show you that. They are still building. You see over there? And when I was here, I can't remember that the opera house was there. I think it's been built after that. We'll look into that. But yeah, so I'm taking you on a walk. Okay, we are outside. I'm sorry about all the noise. It's the city. Behind me here, there, over there where the tram is, I used to get off my bus
and walk just a few meters to the train station to take the train to my work. I don't know how much I will be filming myself and talking in the city center, because yesterday I got yelled at because I was filming and it scared me a little bit. But I will talk to you again when we are starting the climb. I will just film some footage from the walk in the city. I'm just gonna say, here is the opera house. Just waiting for some people to walk away. She really scared me yesterday when she was so angry. And here is my hotel. So I'm right in the middle of it. The building of the opera house started in 2003 and it was finished in 2008, so it's not a wonder that I don't remember it. The area I am walking towards right now are some of the oldest in Norway. This area, Gamle Oslo, the old town, is where the city of Oslo was actually founded almost 1,000 years ago. When I used to walk here every day back from work, I honestly never thought much about where I was walking. I was just a young woman on my way back from the office. But when I started researching for this video, I discovered something that made me think. On the 17th of August in 1624, a fire broke out right here. It raged for 3 days and burned almost the entire city to the ground. Everything the people had built was gone. The homes, the churches, the streets, all of it destroyed in only 3 days. I just stumbled upon the Monk Museum. It was built in 2021, so it was not here when I lived in Oslo. Then the Monk Museum was in another part of the city, I think. The city has changed so much. I'm hardly finding my way. They are still building. You see over there? So the area is really, really built out. Look at this. Apartments everywhere, I think. It's beautiful though. And here is something that gave me goosebumps when I realized it. I am walking these streets on the 22nd of August 2026, exactly 402 years ago, just 2 days before this date, that fire was finally put out. I find it hard to imagine what it must have been like standing here in those days, to lose everything you knew, an entire city gone in 3 days. Wow, there are big changes. I'm not allowed. I'm not sure. I think I took a detour because the streets are different. And I am approaching this park. I think this is the Middelalderpark. There's a plaque over there. I think we will just have a look. I was right, this is the Middelalderpark. It looks very different from when I lived here in the beginning of the 2000s. But I want to talk more about this park when we come back again from the apartment. I'm not sure if I'm on the right path, so I will look it up at Google. I am not sure. I'll try this way. It's not going to be the original path up there, but I hope that I can find the way when I'm going down. I am starting the climb. I definitely don't think this is the street I was walking 25 years ago, but I am moving in the right direction. That's good. Okay, Now I'm on the right track. I recognize the name. It's Konnovsgate, and that's a familiar name for me. I am almost there. I'm halfway. I think this has definitely changed. These buildings are new. Okay, this is the first sign that I am on the right path. There it says, across the road. There it says, Svartalsveien. I'm almost there, and I'm thinking I'm not that bad of a shape. I get these heart palpitations, you know, menopause. I think I got a bit too hot. Look at this view. That's Oslo for you. Yeah, I'm on the top of Oslo. Okay, I'm okay now. I just needed to cool down, but I found an even better viewpoint, I think. Let's see. I wish I knew this camera a little better, because I think maybe I could do some adjustments, but this is how it is. Yes, we're on the top soon. There it says Svartalsveien. Oh, I almost walked past it. I think, yeah, it's here. It is the apartment above the door there. I lived there from 2002 to 2005. Wow, it looked different. It was terracotta colored, I think, before, and now it's white. It's nice though, and it's a new front door. There was a store in the first floor. It's now closed, I can see, but it was really convenient because I lived there and the store was here, so I kind of used it as my refrigerator. I remember when I moved in here, the first night I actually sat on my bed and cried, because this was the first time I had lived alone, and I didn't own that many things. I think I only owned the bed, and then I inherited the sofa and other things, accumulated things during the time. But that first night I felt really lonely, and I also felt like the world was really changing now, and I had gotten a job, and the financial burden of buying an apartment was heavy on me. The job I had was only this temporary thing, and I didn't know. The contracts, I think, were 3 months, but I had my parents in the back. I have always been this independent person, I think. I didn't want my parents to be burdened with this. I should have used my microphone, I forgot. Hey ho. But as I said, I didn't want my parents to be burdened with this, so I think I only had them as my co-loaners for 1 year, and then I took over because I felt that the job I was in was secure enough, and yeah, that's it. It's really, really nice to be back. I lived here from the age of 27 to I was 30, and then I met my husband and we moved in together. I am back into the city center again. The walk down was much easier than the walk up. I am back at the Middelalderpark, And this is where Oslo started. This is where the first humans arrived and built their houses in Oslo. And by the time the fire was burning in 1624, it was over 3,000 people living here. I think I was lonely when I moved to Oslo, and this park was very significant for me. I used to go to Beat and buy me a calzone. They are not doing that pizza anymore, which is a shame. And I brought it to this park where there were a lot of people sunbathing, some families barbecuing, eating their dinners, single people like me just hanging around after work. And for me, that made me a bit not so lonely, I think. Yeah. I am moving back to my hotel room. I will grab some lunch and I will see you later. Yesterday when I left you, I went for lunch by myself and I kind of liked it. It felt comfortable for me. Afterwards, I went back to the hotel room to do some editing. And this has been something I've been thinking about for a long time, wanting to do. Making a travel vlog on the go and then retreating back to the hotel room and using it as my office for the day. It was just as I imagined. I loved it. I could just nerd out and do the editing quietly and without interruptions, and I loved it. If you don't know, I love the editing process. So that was very, very good. I forgot the microphone on the desk, so I hope you heard me in the last clip. Today is Sunday, the last day of the trip, and I think it went really well. I got settled into the city life, but I think also that the trip was too short. So next time I am definitely staying longer. You know that feeling I had that I couldn't really explain? I think I figured it out. It is, I'm so used to doing things together with my family, so my brain just goes to, oh, my son would love this. Oh, this is an experience I would love to have with my husband. And it made me feel kind of, I don't know if guilty is the right word, but like this is something I should experience together with my family. And I couldn't really shake it. But as I was thinking about this yesterday, and when I went to the apartment, on the way back, I just thought, when I lived there, I was this young woman living alone, and doing things by myself was just normal. That was the life. I kind of went back and just thought, this is how my life will be. I don't know, but I think that as a woman in your 50s, and when the children are growing up, and for me that also means I am early retired, so my husband is working, maybe I have to channel this young woman in me again and embrace it and do things that I want to do in the time that I have to do it. Yeah, so I think the guilt or that feeling was shaked off on the way back from my apartment yesterday, and now it feels really good. So the question is, will I do this again? Absolutely. I would like to do another trip to Oslo, maybe the other side of the town, the city, where I used to come in with the ferry from Nesodden when I grew up there. That part of the city is something that shaped me in my childhood and my teenage years. So I think there is something to explore there, but I will definitely have a few more days or just one more day. I will stay longer that time. I will end the vlog here. Thank you so much for coming along with me on this one. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my content, subscribe to my channel. And I will see you the next time.